I look like a hot mess right now, and I do not even care because this video had to be made. So the story I'm about to tell you literally just happened about like 5 minutes ago before I turned this camera on, and it was so intense, at least for me, that I had to make a video like ASAP. So I just thought that, you know, it's Sunday, casual day, I'm in sweatshirt and pants, like I am literally dressed as casually as possible, not trying to impress anyone, and I need to do my laundry. So I went to the Laundromat, which is like a block around from my apartment. I've been going there for a year and a half. And for anyone who doesn't know New York, let me explain that Hell's Kitchen, the neighborhood I'm in, is a very laid-back, low-key neighborhood. Like, shit does not go down here other than a lot of drunk gays leaving bars and maybe passing out in the street. That's the extent of the delinquent behavior you're gonna see here. So anyway, I don't usually wait for my laundry, but I thought, you know, I'll just sit in the laundromat, I'll just move it by hand, so I'm just waiting there. And all of a sudden, I noticed that these three guys who had been doing their laundry already and were moving stuff to the dryers are getting kind of loud, and like I had headphones in, but I could hear them. So I pop one of my earbuds out, and I can hear them just getting into it with one of the employees there, and it turned out later that two of the employees started like just yelling back and forth. So I don't know what started this fight, but the three guys, the customers, were getting insanely aggressive towards the employees, and the one of the guys who worked there was also kind of getting aggressive back. So it's just like escalating more and more. But it's hard to explain, but there are moments when you realize that people aren't just arguing and like it could escalate into something more, because I'm watching the three guys get like this close, like their faces are basically about to touch, and the one guy's just like, you know, taunting me. He's like, touch me, see what's gonna happen, like, you know. And I just start freaking out because, you know, the three guys that are doing this look like they have probably gotten into fights before. I mean, they were very easily agitated, and I will openly admit that I profiled them a little bit, and I thought it was going to escalate to at least a fist fight, if not maybe like a weapon could be pulled out. And that's going to sound really ignorant, I know that, but one of the patrons who was standing near me was like, oh, I thought I heard them say something about having a gun. And the second she said that to me, I was like, what? I feel my heart like racing now, and it's scary. I don't know, I'm also just kind of like amped up, and I just can't get past this right now. But, you know, one of the other patrons in there was like guys, like, calm down. They're not hearing it, and it's just going further and further. And then someone's like, oh, someone called the cops. I was like, the cops? Why are the cops being called? And I thought maybe they were just I thought like that was just like a bluff to like get everyone to calm down, but they clearly did not care if the cops were showing up. So finally, after a long back and forth, and now my heart rate is through the roof, these guys move their stuff into a dryer, and they like walk past and like, oh, excuse me, and I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. Like, you know, I'm just gonna be really polite, I'm gonna stay out of their way, I'm not gonna look at them funny. I will also say that while that other guy was brave enough to step in, and I was thinking the same thing as him, I am not bold enough to say something there because I want to keep all the attention off of me. Okay, so the guys leave, and not like 3 minutes later, 2 cops walk in, and behind him 2 more walk in. So now there's 4 cops in this small laundromat, and they're like questioning people, and they're like, and then I hear the cops saying like, did they say something about shooting? And I'm like, oh my god, was there a gun? Like, did I miss that part? And I am grateful if there was a gun that was mentioned, that nothing was pulled out. But I don't know. And then the cops started asking me questions. Here's a side fun fact about me. Even when I've done exactly nothing wrong, I panic the second that I have to start talking to cops or security or anything like that, because I feel like I'm doing something wrong, even though I know I didn't. And so I'm just like, no, like, they were just trying to instigate a fight, and they were telling him to throw a punch, but they didn't. You know, I'm like being kind of coherent, but also being just totally frazzled, which I was. So the cops left and said, hey, when they come back, you know, give us a call, like to the whole laundromat, because I'm like, the second my clothes get out, I am out of there. And to prove to you guys, by the way, that this is a real story, I have my laundry bag right here, so I'm not making this up. Like, these are all clean clothes, and I was ready, and I'm gonna have to fold this shit after I finish this video. But I need a second. Oh, okay. So there's two things that I took away from this. One, I'm really grateful that nothing went down, at least nothing that I saw. I don't know what's happening right now. And two, it really made me step back for a second and think about that moment when I was like, oh my god, I could maybe be in some kind of physical danger, you know, I don't know what's happening right now, and maybe this is dramatic, but it really, you know, made me appreciate the fact that I do have so many great things going for me, and that I appreciate my life and everything there, and I don't ever want to put myself in a situation that's dangerous where that could, God forbid, end. And you know, I think we all need to appreciate the moments we have, because even something as simple as going to a laundromat to do your daily laundry could turn into some kind of crazy scenario. I'm not trying to make people paranoid, but, you know, I don't really know. I'll be honest, I don't know exactly what kind of point I'm making. I really just needed to kind of talk this out and, you know, just vent these feelings, because this is not a story I felt like putting my mom on the phone for, because all she'll tell me is I need to find a new apartment in a new neighborhood like ASAP. That's kind of the beauty of having this. It's my audience of people I can talk to. But on a lighter note, things in general are pretty good. You know, friends are great. Starting to date a little bit again, which is fun. Nothing serious yet, don't worry. You guys will probably hear about it eventually if it actually goes somewhere. But I hope that everything is cool with you. I cannot believe we're in May already. And as always, I will see you in the next video, and feel free to subscribe. I also have been really bad about making videos, even though I said I was going to be better. I am notorious for doing that, so sorry. But anyway. Thank you guys for watching and listening to my little bit of a rant / story, whatever you want to call it. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.